Bugs Bunny, lounging in his rabbit hole, had a brilliant idea. "You know," he said, munching on a carrot, "this munchin' is fine, but it's time for some cuisine." He decided he would cook a 5-star, Michelin-worthy masterpiece for a very special, unnamed guest. With a dramatic poof, a tall, white chef's hat appeared on his head. He unfurled a recipe scroll so long it rolled out the door and around a tree. Symphony of spring vegetables with a carrot coulis and a hint of mischief, he read. "Nothing to it, Doc." The chaos began immediately. The recipe called for 1 cup of precisely sifted flour. Bugs grabbed the bag of flour, but it was stuck. He gave it a mighty tug. Poof! The bag exploded, covering him and the entire kitchen in a fine white dust. A white-faced Bugs simply blinked, his chef's hat now a dusty mountain. A little extra flavor, he shrugged. Next, he needed to whip cream. He put the cream in a bowl and began whisking with a power drill he'd fitted with a whisk attachment. The drill roared to life, and whipped cream flew everywhere, sticking to the ceiling, the walls, and a very surprised bird who had been watching from the window. The symphony of spring vegetables was more of a riot. The recipe demanded julienne carrots. Bugs looked at his beloved carrot, then at the knife. "Sorry, Doc, this feels like betrayal," he said. Instead, he used his own sharp teeth to crunch it into perfectly uneven chunks. Then came the living vegetables. A grumpy potato rolled off the counter. A sassy bunch of celery sticks clacked together like a tiny skeleton. Bugs just nodded. "I see we've got some fresh personalities in the kitchen today." The main event was the carrot coulis. This required boiling carrots into a smooth sauce. Bugs, impatient, tossed whole carrots into a pot, filled it with water, and turned the heat to maximum. The pot immediately began shaking violently, spewing orange steam and bubbling lava-like carrot gloop all over the stove. "I think it's reducing," Bugs declared, completely unconcerned. With his masterpiece almost complete, Bugs realized he'd forgotten the most important part: presentation. He spun a plate on his paw like a basketball. He tried to flip a pancake, and it stuck to the ceiling. He attempted to drizzle the carrot coulis artistically, but the bottle nozzle was clogged. He shook it harder, and a giant, gloppy splat of orange landed right in the center of the plate. Just then, the doorbell rang. Ding dong. His guest had arrived. Bugs looked at his creation, a dusty, gloopy, whipped cream-covered mess. He paused for a second, then gave a classic Bugs Bunny grin. "Well, what's up, gourmet?" He opened the door to reveal Elmer Fudd, dressed in a fine suit. "I'm Hugh for the 5-star meal," Elmer announced proudly. Bugs presented the dish with a dramatic flourish. "Voilà, I call it le Lapin Catastrophe."